Let's get you the headlines. A sham and a scam, says Donald Trump as he appears in court in New York on allegations of fraud. A breakthrough in the fight against malaria. A new vaccine is developed that could save hundreds of thousands of lives. Men recruited for sex events claimed they were exploited by the former boss of Abercrombie&Fitch and his British partner. A BBC Panorama investigation reveals those allegations. A lightning strike causes a huge gas explosion at a food waste recycling plant in Oxfordshire. No reported injuries. Pressure has been mounting on Japan's government to legalize same-sex unions after a court ruled earlier this year that a ban on them was unconstitutional. The world's third-largest economy is the only G7 country not to fully recognize same-sex couples or offer them clear legal protection.
The UN Security Council has voted to send an international protection force to fight gang-related violence in Haiti. It will be led by a large detachment of Kenyan police officers. Gangs have taken control of large parts of the country, waging terror on residents and killing hundreds. Authorities in Port-au-Prince asked for international help nearly a year ago following the assassination of President Jovenel Moise. A lightning strike has caused a huge gas explosion at a food waste recycling plant just outside the English city of Oxford. Witnesses reported seeing a huge fireball lighting up the night sky. Officials said the strike caused a biogas tank at the facility to ignite. There have been no reports of casualties, and staff are working to secure the site. And the James Webb Space Telescope has spotted Jupiter-sized planets free-floating in space. They're unconnected to any star, and they appear to be moving in pairs. The telescope observed about 40 pairs in a detailed new survey of the famous Orion Nebula. They've been nicknamed Jupiter Mass Binary Objects, or JUMBOs for short. You're watching BBC News. The capital of Nagorno-Karabakh is reportedly deserted after more than 100,000 ethnic Armenians fled the territory. Journalists in Stepanakert say it is desolate, with only stray dogs wandering the town square in search of food. Ethnic Armenians fled amid fears of persecution and ethnic cleansing. Azerbaijan, which seized the territory earlier this month, denies these fears. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Pentagon still has more than $5 billion left to aid Ukraine with weapons and other military assistance. That's after Congress rejected additional funding for the war over the weekend. But the Biden administration is reportedly unsure just how long that money could last, even as the White House looks to show support for President Zelensky. Some believe it could only be a few months. On Monday, the European Union's most senior diplomat, Josep Borrell, told the BBC he is worried by the U.S. decision not to include any new Ukraine aid in that short-term funding deal. And before we go, we have two health-related stories for you. The World Health Organization says a new malaria vaccine was found to be 75% effective in phase 3 trials. The trials took place in 4 African countries involving nearly 5,000 children. It is the most effective jab developed against the disease so far, and that is a hopeful sign to WHO's African region, where 95% of all malaria cases are found. And the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine has been awarded to 2 scientists who developed the technology that led to the mRNA COVID vaccines. Professors Catalin Carrico and Drew Weissman will share the prize. The technology was experimental before the pandemic, but has now been given to millions of people around the world. The same technology is now being researched for other diseases, including cancer.